Hello traders, welcome back to the channel, and today I'm here to share with you one stock that I'm buying right here right now. But before we do that, let's break down what happened in the market today and why it may not be time to sell everything, but it may actually be a good time to scale in lightly into the market. But let's look at the technicals to see when something has really changed to the point that we need to reconsider everything that we're doing. And we want to start off with the S&P 500, guys. Today the market gapped down and continue to sell off, right? But that's not all bad, because at some point today, guys, the market came down to the 50 EMA and the market bounced. So basically today at the lows of the day, the market was down to 4,200 and around 34 at its lows. All right, but when we look at everything big picture, what are we seeing, guys? The market is still in this very nice uptrend. All right, so the question is this the time that the market is gonna bounce like it did here, like it did here, like it did here, like it did here, like it did back here? Right, so this is what I'm looking at right now to see what happens tomorrow, right? But regardless, I still have something that I like that I have to start scaling in a little bit in. All right, let's look at the NASDAQ. Guys, NASDAQ, I do believe that the NASDAQ still have more room to fall, at least down to around 14,000. But as it is today, you know, this market gap down and it kind of held its own a little bit. It didn't continue to sell off. So it will be very interesting to see what happens tomorrow as far as the NASDAQ. All right, Dow Jones, guys, we talked about this yesterday. Dow Jones, it's at resistance, or was at resistance into Friday, closed down hard, and today we got the gap down and we sell off down to, you know, roughly back into this horizontal support level. So what we have to be looking for come tomorrow is, does the market take out these levels, right? If the market start taking out these levels and start to break down, then guys, it's really over for the short term. All right, I don't want to scare anybody, but we have to understand the levels of when things start to change. All right, today also we had small cap stocks, guys. Small cap stocks came down, found a low, right, which this low is pretty much back into the horizontal support level. So when we look at the pattern that we're seeing right here in IWM Russell 2000, which is the small cap stocks, which we had a lot of them bouncing at least a little bit today, is this is just what is called as a channeling market right now. So IWM is channeling. We're back to support. Tomorrow we have to watch and see, do we get the bounce and price at least starts to, you know, hold its own, starting to return potentially back to the upside, or is it going to be a case where we're just going to gap down and sell off because of the, you know, more or newer concern about the Delta virus regarding COVID? I don't even know why we're still talking about COVID, but apparently it is still a big issue. All right, so guys, that's what the overall market is looking like right now. And the one stock that I am buying right here, right now, in the midst of this sell-off is Etsy. Why am I buying Etsy? All right, let's break down the chart, see what I'm looking at, and why I think maybe it's a good time to start scaling in. At least I am scaling in right here into Etsy, because there is a 20% potential move to the upside from its current price right here, right now. But let's break it down. So over on this side, Etsy had a nice move, two-legged move, big two-legged move to the upside, you know, still in a very nice uptrend here. Market made a high around the 250 area. Then the market started to move into what is called, you know, a triangular pattern here. Market gap down, breakdown, built a base, and right around this area, guys, we had what is called a volatility squeeze, because in this side, this area, the market was contracting, or Etsy price action was contracting, right? So it contracted, breakout, we had high volatility, right? And now the stock pulls back. So big picture, what I'm looking at is this is actually a triangular pattern, big picture that price action ran into. We got the breakout of the triangular pattern, price pulled back to the breakout level, and today we got a very strong bounce on a market that is actually selling off, guys. So for this reason, when I look at it, I really, I like Etsy right here, right now. We're gonna look at the smaller time frame and see the further confirmation that this thing has literally broke out of the downtrend. So when we look at what's going on right here, we can see that Etsy was trending down very nicely on the 5-minute chart. Price came down, found a horizontal support at 180. We moved sideways, came back to the 180, and today, guys, we had a very big move breaking out of that downtrend that price was in on the 5-minute. All right, so when we look at it, very nice strong move today on high volume. Price breakout, and from there price run into another ascending triangular pattern. This is, so price run up, falls into a wedge or a triangular pattern, and guys, right before the market close, we actually see increasing volume started coming back in on Etsy. All right, so we can see right before the close, this thing actually broke out of the triangular pattern, right? So when I look at this, I like this, guys. I took an entry into the close using the January 2021 160 calls, right? Because the market is selling off a little bit, yes, but I like this. And if I'm going to be holding something, I want to make sure that I at least have enough time. So when I look at these 160 calls, which are 0.74 delta, they at some point when price was running up was worth around $60. Price pulled back down, they came as low as $36, right? And today on this move, we have them closing up almost at the high at around 42.60. So what I'm anticipating is that by now and January, which I'm not going to be holding this all the way to January, but I'm anticipating that can these things move from 42 and come back, worst case minimum, up to around $60, right? Pre-earnings. We have earnings coming up around August 4th for Etsy. So is this the start of the pre-earnings run? All right, if it is, I am currently in on these January 2022 160 calls. Very nice pullback bounce, big picture. When we look at Etsy, what's the pattern? What's the pattern, guys? Why did I get in right here? Again, we see the triangular pattern, price breakdown, consolidated, break out of the triangle, run up, and here we had a pullback into a very tight wedge again, and today we bounce off this lower support level right here, which is also the pre-breakout level, right? So we can see price pull down, bounce a little bit, pull down again, and here we are looking to rock out at this thing. So giving myself at least 6 months on this option in case I need it. If I don't, oh well, nicer. But my target on this trade is actually a 20% move from its current price action of 190 into the 230 level. If we get it, we'll take it, we lock in the profit, and we'll come back and we do it all over again. All right, so I like Etsy, nice pullback on these January 2022s 160 call option, plenty of open interest. All right, so guys, this is how I analyze the charts and select one stock or two stocks to trade and just focus on those. The market is pulling back, yes, but big picture, what is price action actually telling you? Until the S&P 500 actually breaks down below, and completely close below its 50 exponential moving average, I am not yet worried. I am not running away as yet. If we pull up the S&P 500 on the hourly chart, we can see, guys, yes, the market gap down, Big gap, sell off down to the low, but let's zoom in. But right into the close, we had the market kind of pulling a bounce. All right, so is this the section where the market pulled down again and then we get another run? Only time will tell. But if we're gonna buy, it's best to buy at support until the market breaks this level and start to close down inside these territories. I would not be concerned as yet that the market is ready to retrace to the 3,864 or the 3,500 level. All right, so this is how I'm looking at the overall market. Guys, I hope you found some value in this video. If you did, hit that thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, and I look forward to seeing you in my next video. Thank you for watching.